Hello everybody! How has it been? Long time no see. I know it's been a very long time and I'm really sorry. So as you guys know, I've been having sixth form recently. And I'm probably almost reaching the era of an old grandpa by now. By that I mean literally my bones are about to break. Just kidding, it won't break, but eventually, after half a year, it's gonna break. Seriously, it's actually real. Anyways, there are a few things I have to address, because this is, of course, another update video. Very sorry that I can't make an actual video. And I will also take this opportunity to also apologize for the past 2 days I haven't been making update videos because of the ridiculous amount of crap and bullshit that's been thrown at me in sixth form. But anyways, the first thing I'm gonna address first is, of course, how things are going right now. And some advice for you, year 10 and year 11s, as an old grandpa that probably isn't a grandpa and probably also a grandpa. Anyway, come on, no. Well, anyway, so here are the few announcements. As you heard, I will be making an update of how my well-being is right now. And second of all, I will be making a little, perhaps a little, as you know, recently, Queen Elizabeth II has sadly passed away. And I will get more onto it on how I feel. And I'm still very sad right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna miss her. And anyway, on my third one is to have some more extra details, which I would rather explain in full detail once I get there. So yeah, hopefully you guys can catch up with me. And if you haven't checked out my contents update video, which is probably on my content page somewhere, please have a look at it and you'll understand why things have shifted recently. So hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started, because the faster we get this over with, the better it will be. So first of all, how am I doing now in sixth form? Well, the first week is, of course, as always, as probably any sixth form YouTuber would say, it was nice. Everyone was nice. Well, that's of course true, because in the UK, the first thing UK people think of is the pleasantries and the formality, which is this part they did it excellently. I totally felt like I didn't feel any pain on the first day. I totally didn't feel like I was impaled by an enormous piece of bullshit right in front of my head. And don't worry, there's definitely not gonna be a mental health crisis, right? Okay, so now down to the advice part. Now here I'm gonna have to put my little serious face on, because because and anyway, so first of all, the best way to survive sixth form is to basically have a career dream. By career dream, it means it can be anything. If you want to be a writer of books, no problem. If you want to be an artist, no problem. But I actually recommend college if it's for practicals. Well, if you want to be a mathematic master, no problem. Here is absolutely good. But however, here comes the bit of the kicking point. So let's take me as an example. I love history, well, 1910s to modern history anyways, because the era before is absolute bullshit and nothing's good about it anyways. So anyway, we're gonna forget about that. So, and also politics, which I like to discuss, which I will talk more about after October, which is when I settle down in sixth form properly, which is gonna be such a nice time. As long as I don't have a heart attack, that is. Don't worry, I'm still very young. So anyways. So, second advice of what you should do in sixth form, if you have to. So the first thing to not suffer sixth form is to not be there in the first place. So that doesn't go for everyone, because like maybe me, a few others that have a specific, that require a specific technique qualification to get over to a specific career path. Now, this isn't compulsory, but I think it would be best because I honestly look like a few famous book writers say, you were not my first choice. I mean, honestly, sixth form was not my first choice. Well, at least now that I've seen the bigger picture. So, anyways, but let's try to take it a bit sympathetic and go like, what could be the better parts of sixth form? Well, if you're the very adventurous type and you like to go to Europe, like Germany, Poland, what else? Oh yes, Austria, that also counts. France, not really, because of their intense stupidity. And anyways, Russia is no longer a part of Europe, so okay, screw off. So anyways, right, if you are an adventurous type of person, then congratulations! You will not have any problem finding one, because as long as you take a language course or some history courses, which probably there isn't the option for traveling if you're doing history course because of what's happening right now around the world. But anyways, best places to visit in sixth form are, especially if you're in the UK, are Poland and Germany, because you nearly don't have to pay any kind of money for the trip. You just go there, enjoy everything. That's the best thing, because you're there, you love it, then just enjoy it. Well, unless you're like me, that like a retired political veteran, then please, I would suggest you reconsider it. So anyways, if you're the very travel type, then I would suggest you find the earliest exchange program as soon as possible, because it is awesome. Yet again, if you don't get a heart attack after all the information you get, then that is no problem. Right. Advice number 3 or 4, which I don't really forget, so I'm just going to call it advice 3. So advice 3, always remember. So this follows up after my second advice of probably the few reasons why you shouldn't be in sixth form in the first place is because, first of all, there is an overwhelming amount of work, literally, that will give you a heart attack or some kind of disease that I can ensure that it could be cured. So yeah, probably, I'm gonna put up my serious face again, which I have to say again, if you don't work as hard as a piece of stone, please, just quit at year 12 and go to college, live the power of youth, and don't regret anything, don't look back. Because in a more brutal sense, and here's where I'm going to turn on my brutal sense of truth, sixth form may give you a lot of things, but it takes away one greatest thing, which I believe I should have learned earlier in year 11 or specifically more strictly year 10. I should have known this. Is the sense and mental encouragement of youth, And to be very honest, to be brutally honest, sixth form is more like a military academy, which you don't have to put up a gun. Like seriously, sixth form is basically a drill sergeant academy, but it just doesn't need you to have a gun with you. Yeah, you get what I mean. I may have made a few words wrong, but you get what I mean. It's no different to a military academy, but you just don't have to shoot a gun. That's the difference between sixth form and military academy. It's just between if you need to hold a gun or you don't need to hold a gun. That's all. That's the difference. Everything's terrifying here. Well, people are of course nice, but they're nice because they're just a bunch of puppets working for something far worse. Now, this is not to say they're bad, but after all, they're just trying to make their way out of life, which is understandable. And honestly, sixth form teachers tend to make a bit more money, which it's fine. If you need to raise a family, that's okay. Go on. Just don't harm the next generation. That's all I want. Now, anyways, well, after I completed my third advice, it would then go to my fourth advice. Now, this one I have to make even serious. Well, I'm only a bit more happy today because I'm in a good mood, and today things are a bit nice, but if you're saying overall, how do I feel for the first week? Overall, it's not something I enjoy. Like, seriously. I only feel a bit happy because when I come home, you know, is everybody that I can be confident that loves me. But other than that, well, I honestly would heavily advise you guys don't ever take sixth form unless you're in a career emergency. Then don't take it. If you don't want to be there, then don't be there. Just don't think, just do. Whether if you want to be there or not to be there, just don't think, just do. Anyways, away from the sixth form problems, because I don't want to get brain cancer because of this. Don't worry, I'm completely healthy. I'm just very exhausted. I'm just trying to put up a good mood in the intro, so you guys won't feel too bad for me. And yeah. Right, let's try to move on to something more positive. Maybe it'll keep everyone's mood up, you know. So the good news would be that I think that I'm probably gonna have a really nice time in the weekends, because I'm gonna be celebrating all types of things, like, you know, like Mid-Autumn Festival. That's what I do back in my old place. All the time. I'm just gonna gaze at the moon all the time. It's wonderful. I'll be doing that tomorrow, which is really nice. You guys should try it too. I mean, most of you guys just look up to the stars. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I would definitely encourage you guys to do it as well. And yeah, the weekend is probably going to be nice. And overall, I think that will probably be the only time that will be nice in sixth form. Weekends are definitely the best. Yeah, I guess that's it. Hope you guys are doing well. Enough waffling from me. See you guys in some time. Bye!